Wake up the stars tonight. We'll be burning on and on, building a brighter light where no one knows, a place untold. Give me a hand tonight, and everything will be alright. We'll run away into the fields of gold where dreams are grown.
Hello Gemini, this is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 12th of June until the 18th of June 2017. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Four of Swords. This is a period of rest and recovery after a time of challenge, with the promise that, once recovered, you can and will return to the challenge. In the meantime, the Four of Swords provides a new challenge, to stay silent and inactive. This is the time to build up your mental strength. Meditate and spend time in a calm atmosphere. You need to replenish your strength and spend time in spiritual thinking. You need to rest and relax. The Four of Swords is a reminder that after every crisis and before every new challenge, there is always a time of relaxation and contemplation. Constant stress and tension will break even the hardest and most resilient of people, but brief periods of rest enable you to refresh your energy, concentration and focus, ready for the next challenge. These rests should be used wisely, to heal the body and ready the mind. The Four of Swords is also a sign that you can stop worrying, put down your defenses and take a breather from the chaos around you. For the moment there is a truce and you can catch your breath without being attacked again. However, bear in mind that a truce and peace are not the same thing. The Four of Swords is a guarantee that challenges will return to your life as soon as you are ready to face them, so make the most of the stillness and quiet you have earned, but never lose sight of the fact that the battle is not yet over, and that there is still work to be done. This card suggests that now is the time to rest from some difficult times, perhaps the trauma of breakup or departure, relationship or family problems, financial and health worries, stress and conflict. Take a break. This is also not the time to make decisions, particularly when you are at your most vulnerable. In a practical sense, the Four of Swords is an indicator that you need to have some time out from your current circumstances, to reflect and review your progress so far. This is a good time to reevaluate and reassess your priorities. It is almost like conducting your own post-implementation review following a major milestone or a major challenge. Create some time and space to reflect on what has worked well, what has not worked well, and what you need to change for the future. Pausing for reflection after each major challenge will position you well for success in the future. The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Two of Swords. What do you want most right now is clarity of the overall situation. You are currently being faced with a difficult decision, but you are attempting to hide from it and pretending to yourself and others that if you ignore the decision long enough, it will go away of its own accord. However, the decision will not go away simply by your willing it to depart. Your conscience will eventually force you into facing your refusal to deal directly with the situation. The Two of Swords therefore serves as a reminder that life's decisions are frequently quite difficult and raise the possibility of painful consequences. However, You must take the bull by the horns and make your decisions with your best intentions, fully aware of the possible consequences. Avoidance will ultimately lead to a greater conflict. The blindfolded woman in this card is also an indication that you lack the information you need to make the right decisions at this time. You may be missing something, such as threats or potential risks, alternative solutions, or key pieces of information. Once you are able to remove your blindfold and see the situation for what it really is, you will be in a much better position to determine your path forward. Research your options more widely, seek outside opinions and feedback, and ask yourself what you are missing here. Why is this decision so challenging to make? What extra information do you need? The Two of Swords often represents a stalemate where there is no winner or loser. You may be at loggerheads with another person and failing to see each other's points of view. What is needed is a truce, where you either agree to disagree or you seek to understand each other's points of view before coming to a final solution. Thus, not only does this card represent potential conflict through a stalemate, it also represents making peace through a truce. Similarly, the Two of Swords can reflect indecision and being at an impasse with regards to an important matter. Again, there is only so much that you can try to put off. At some point or another, you are going to have to make a decision or have a point of view in order to get things moving again. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Seven of Wands. You are feeling overwhelmed by the challenges and responsibilities in your life, finding yourself quickly snowed under and unable to look at the bigger picture. You may have taken on too many commitments and are now looking for an opportunity to focus your attention on only one or two things and do those things well. You may also feel as though you are having to compete against or are constantly comparing yourself to others, leaving you feeling somewhat inadequate and vulnerable. The Seven of Wands can also indicate that you feel as though you are constantly being judged or criticized by others. Your family or friends are questioning you and why you are doing certain things, such as staying in a challenging relationship or an unfulfilling job. You would prefer if they could just keep their mouths shut and let you be. This card can suggest that you are trying to avoid conflict wherever possible, and as a result, you are backing down on your point of view too easily. As soon as someone challenges you or opposes you, instead of standing up for yourself, you compromise or give in. It appears that being accepted and liked by others is more important than standing your ground and fighting for what you believe in. Alternatively, you may have tried everything possible and have given it your best shot, but you are now starting to realize it is not worth the struggle. Even though you may not have made any progress yet wanted to, it is time to let this one go and move on. It may feel like giving up, but in the long run, it will be for the best. Overall, you are taking things too far and you are being overly aggressive about protecting your turf. This is to the detriment of your personal relationships. Finally, the Seven of Wands can suggest that you are at risk of being caught unprepared. You are feeling shaken and vulnerable at the threat of a challenge to your position. You have the feelings of falling behind, and not being up to the challenge. Perhaps you want to cave in and give up the fight. This card shows a lack of confidence, courage, and conviction. You are feeling threatened, and have become easily manipulated and taken advantage of. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Six of Cups. You want to return to the happy memories of your past, whether as a child, teenager or adult. Oftentimes, though, these memories are indeed a thing of the past and reflect aspects of your life that have since vanished. You may feel that the only way to connect to this happiness is to escape into the past where you can reflect on your happy and beautiful memories, instead of dealing with current challenges. This is fine if you are simply taking a walk down memory lane, but it is important that you live in the present and accept your current circumstances rather than always living in the past. Oftentimes, there is nothing wrong with looking back at the good times for inspiration when things are not going so well. In the midst of change and crisis, the Six of Cups suggests that looking back at what you have endured is a good way to assure yourself that, whatever trials lay ahead, you will meet them and you will overcome them as you overcame others. You need to take time out to heal, look back on the past and all the good that lies there. During this period of reflection, there is no need to focus on the negative. Instead, bring all of the positive energy from the past into your present and your future. The fallen cups are now full and upright again, but with blooming flowers that cannot be spilled or washed away. Now that you have looked back, the way forward will be clear and enlightening. The Six of Cups can represent a return to a familiar environment or to a childhood place. You may return to your hometown, to your parents' house, to your high school or even kindergarten. You could be going to a high school reunion or reconnecting with a childhood acquaintance. A teenage sweetheart or past lover may turn up again. Allow yourself positive, nostalgic memories of childhood, friends and family. If you can, spend time with younger people. The source of your problems may be in past events that are triggered in the present. We are made up of many parts, and inside we still have the little child and adolescent we were with all of its experiences and feelings. This can lead to the inner child reacting strongly to certain experiences, situations and feelings in the present, based on experiences of the past. Working with your inner child and getting to know where these feelings come from can change that and enhance your choices in miraculous ways. When we are being playful, spontaneous, creative, intuitive and surrendering to the spiritual self, our genuine authentic self, who we know deep within us, our real self is being welcomed and encouraged to be present. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the Two of Wands. You may also be afraid to step out into unknown territories, despite the huge growth potential, instead preferring to stay with what is familiar to you. The trouble is your growth is currently being stunted in your present environment and your world has become too small for you. It is time to bring your attention back to your original goal and understand the beneficial impact of taking a risk and stepping out into the bigger world around you. You need to start organizing your long-term goals and prioritizing what is important to you and what you really want to achieve. At the moment, it may seem that you want so many things, but you have not thought these through enough to make them a reality. Start at the beginning again and meditate on what is important to you and what motivates and drives you. Look at where your passions are, and then start planning how you will achieve these goals. You have overlooked some important details related to your plan for the future. You may have been moving full steam ahead but have recently hit a roadblock due to lack of planning. You may also be overconfident about your success, overlooking the things that matter most. Or, you may be losing your passion associated with your goal and are becoming easily bored and demotivated. It is essential that you reignite that passion, or start again with something you feel more inspired about. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the Page of Cups. You may hear about the birth of a child, an engagement or marriage, a wonderful ideal plan, pregnancy, a new relationship, travel plans, etc. This positive message is unexpected but welcomed, and you are likely to respond to the news or message in an emotional manner. The Page of Cups suggests that you are more likely to show or express your emotions now. You may be more emotional or moved by simple things. Do not be afraid to let your feelings show and to wear your heart on your sleeve. It is okay to be sentimental and romantic. Let your heart lead the way. The Page of Cups is like your inner child, youthful, free, creative, intuitive and inspired. This page has never been taught to suppress his innate emotional and intuitive power, and therefore he is a kindred spirit whose imagination is totally free to dream wonderful dreams and to create his life exactly as he chooses. In this way, the Page of Cups represents renewal of your emotional and creative self to allow that sense of freedom to reappear in your life. This card encourages you to take a fresh perspective on a difficult issue and to approach that situation with benefit of the doubt, love and compassion. The Page of Cups appearance tells you to never stop listening to your intuition and believing in your dreams. If you cease to dream, then your dreams shall never come true because they do not exist anymore. In your darkest moments, dreams can often provide a ray of hope through which the Page of Cups can manifest. Dare to dream and all things become possible. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Dreams of Abundance. This card signals that the angels of abundance have been sending you inspiration and guidance through your dreams. When you are asleep, your ego is offline and you are more open to receiving guidance. It is important to analyze what your dreams are trying to impart. Sometimes on the surface they may not even make a great deal of sense, as their content is often symbolic. However, when you spend time deciphering the imagery and the symbolism present, dreams lay out a very comprehensible message. If you find you are not remembering your dreams or feel that they are too complex for you to figure out, ask your angels to send you clearer messages that you are more likely to retain. Each of us dreams every night, and with practice, we can start remembering more and more of our dreams. This practice comes in the form of writing down what we recall upon awakening, asking for dreams of guidance, and analyzing the messages we receive either on our own, with a partner, or with a professional dream interpreter. Today, take one action step in the direction of your inner guidance. If you're unsure what to do, take a moment right now to pray for clarity. Then take another action tomorrow, and another the next day, and you'll soon manifest support in ways that exceed your dreams.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.